Hi guys, this is Emnel, and we are back playing Europa Universalis 4 as Poland. In the last episode we have finally put Teutonic Knights in their place, that is under our hill. And now I think we'll need to wait and rest, because our manpower reserves are 60k minus, basically. We need 60k to recover our actual armies, and then another 35k to reach the maximum, so that will take a while. We are, however, I looked through all those things before I resumed recording, because it has been a while. I've been actually getting ready for Stellaris release and playing that a lot. Since, as I mentioned earlier, I never really liked Stellaris, so I kinda needed to, learn the game anew, because I haven't really played since 1.0, but now, after a few days, I'm actually enjoying it, so that should be an interesting playthrough. Now, we are so good in, as far as unrest goes, with all of that, that we can lower the autonomy in some of late Mazovian provinces. Here, sure, we'll get only to 25, but might as well. In Helmno and Płock, however, we can get to 12 or so. But we'll get some unrest. It should, however, disappear very shortly, as well, once the war exhaustion disappears. Same goes for this one, I think. Yes. As to Hola. Tuchola is not part of any states. We can decrease it as well. Gdańsk is... sure, let's decrease it too. I should be right. We can't really go to any wars, but I think we are in such position that we won't be attacked either, so we'll just fast forward. We should, however, get some barracks going in we have a series of provinces with 4 possible buildings right here. So let's invest in those, and I will eventually need to actually invest in the fort in Poznań, I'm afraid, but we'll see. If you look at forts, we'll have one here. One reaching to Sieradz, Sandomierz, and if we were to put one in Poznań, we will have all this area covered. So this is another goal. Missions, though. Well, we won't be able to incorporate Teutonic Order just yet, so that's for this mission. Well, that will take years. Probably around a decade, so I'm not going to do that either. Yeah, and none of those missions make any sense, so let's wait for some new ones. We want to wait 3 years before doing that. Let's check. Yes, we are focusing on military power. Yeah, everything is more or less going smoothly. But since we do not have manpower to recover, we might as well cut our army spendings as well. They will not reinforce anyway. Have we... yes, we mobilized all the ports. Yeah, we are good. Interesting. So there have been 3 hotfixes since, which is a bit weird. Why would... I mean, every time you load a save, AI does weird things, but... seems they rivaled us right back. Very confused. One of the issues that we have, however, is... oh, never mind. Our names are here. Those are our rivals, so... We could possibly get along with Hungary. If we unrivaled them. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. They are now, however, allied with Ferrara rather than Austria. They're still a Habsburg kingdom, so well, we'll look into it later. Yeah, what are the rivals now? Alright, Bohemia, Brandenburg of all people, and Venice. Okay, hopefully Lithuania can take care of their own rebels. Yes, they do. Foreign subjects with high desire and some unrest. Yeah, alright. We are building some ships as well. We'll say play Maramoros. I want Maramoros because of the castle there. It would perfectly fix my weak southern flank. Are we... yes, we are building a spy network, so we'll just wait and get this claim back up. Well, going to war with Hungary right now is out of the question. We simply do not have manpower for it. We have money. We are earning a lot of it, so we could possibly go ahead and simply win it with mercenaries, but that's a bit excessive in my opinion. Right, so let's recall it from there. Relations here. How far are we from an alliance? I think well, if we were to have a real marriage, would be good, but that would cost us diplomatic power per month, since, well, we have 4 out of 4. As I already mentioned, we need to get rid of Moldavia, but I don't want to take a stability hit when I am at +3 and with some, well, slowly disappearing but still rebels. So we'll wait till we get like 1 or 2 hits or get an event that would actually give us stability so we can spend it. Either way, that will take a while because they get a huge malice the moment they get demarched. Yeah, let's improve relations here. We'll get some papal influence and get ourselves a bit more mercantilism. I'll just keep spending money on developing our country and hoping that we'll get better missions. Oh, well, that was fast. Protestant Reformation in Switzerland. Almost 30 years too early. Interesting. Okay. Let's see how that develops. We'll probably want to actually convert to Protestant at some point. Seems like Bohemia follows suit pretty quickly. Complaints of bailiff. Execute him or ignore, or we can kill some rebels. Since we are cruel. Let's kill some rebels. I mean, how are we on prestige? We kinda like our prestige. It's a lot of minor buffs, but I actually like the better relations over time. So let's found our own army for a little bit. Schlacht influence lowered. 1 more month. Okay. Under Jan Olbrak, the son of Kazimierz IV, so basically the son of our king, current king, and the policy of giving concessions to the nobility continued. In 1496, the statute of Piotrków was instituted. It implied that serfdom was strengthened and accepted in law, to forbade all workers to move from their villages except one every year. It later was extended with a work duty of 6 days a week. Not really, it was 6 days a year, not a week. At this point, the peasants of Poland had lost not only all power but also their freedom. The power lay in the hands of nobility. So that definitely wasn't it was called pańszczyzna. It was serfs where I had to work for 6 days a year for the master of the land, a szlachta person, szlachcic. And oh damn it, it's technology cost. Well, definitely going to take it. Definitely, well, I mean, losing free stability over mercantilism is actually a good idea, but first we will level up our administrative technology, and should be alright as it is. 2 years ahead of time, huh? We should probably also go ahead and research this one. And as far as complaints to the bailiff, let's pick that one. We should win despite... Oh. Maybe we won't. That would be embarrassing. Oh, fucking... Oh. Damn it. We are at 70, so... Primary collector can wait 3 months, right? Damn it. I was too hasty with that one, huh? Let's go back. They are not moving, thankfully. Bohemia wants a royal marriage. Do we really want to stick with Bohemia? I mean, now with the system of trust and favors, it's actually fairly beneficial, and they are not rivaled with Austria, so that would be a powerful alliance to make. So yeah, let's actually continue. Why not? All right, let's get this one and this one. Well, we won't be able to take. We'll basically wait till those 30 years without this upgrading. Well, I guess not. Well, we have 15 years each, but yeah, that will be limited to just one penalty, really. Not a big of a deal. There we go. The reason I haven't waited is because would have gotten that one anyway, and well, when it comes to diplomatic, I could have possibly waited till the next year, but we would have gotten to the to 1999 anyway, so we would have paid the same amount. Yeah, let's actually wait till we get full strength. Decisions available. Act of uniformity. Oh, nothing to take. Take a missionary strength. Oh, fuck yes. Really? With a... Alright, because this is this... And this is Mothballed Castle. Now, since Constantinople has fallen, We got Byzantine refugees. My lord, Byzantium has fallen to the Saracens. The last bastion of Roman Empire, the city of Constantine, is now in Turkish hands. The Christendom reels from the shock. As Christendom reels from the shock, Byzantine refugees flock to the city and courts of Europe, bringing with them old manuscripts and classical knowledge, tracts of Aristotle, Plato and Galen, and a thorough knowledge of Latin and Greek. Inviting those refugees to Poland may provide an enormous boost to our own efforts in the fields of culture and science. Oh. Well, that just counteracts what we had to take with a statue of Piotr, so yeah. Let's grab it. And prestige here and there. Won't hurt. Alright, let's reconquer this and get our maintenance back to 0. Now you're coming, eh? A bit late, isn't it? Back, okay, so we have not gotten our own center of reformation, sadly, but and Brandenburg already switched to Protestant. And the solution of monasteries. On the other hand, they went the other way, sort of. Burning heretical books. This one was national unrest. No, thank you. Do we want to build? Want to build one? Alright, we've built a shipyard. And now we can build a dock. I don't think we actually need more sailors, thank you. For shipyards, we could build a few there. For them, but yeah, I think we'll wait perhaps for them to build them, or we'll just do it when we'll be already annexing them. Also thinking about getting more trade power around here, and perhaps even in actual Danzig Baltic region, since those two provinces on top of Danzig itself are there, but that's probably a bit excessive. We already have almost half, well, actually 37%. Right, let's continue. I'll stockpile some money on this side later. Okay. Very loose lips if we heard about it here. Oh. Sultan of Morocco. Anything here? Nope. Barracks, I guess that would help to keep our... I mean, building it at Poznan would be nice, but we're already 3 out of 4 and would need to boost it 3 times for around 180 admin points to have access to the next one, and as I mentioned, I kinda want to build a fortress there, so we are not going to do that. Are there any other provinces that are worth it? Not really. I mean, let's give it into Hola. All places. Yeah. Perhaps Halic. Oh, we'll see. And, well, this one will actually be helpful. Manpower recovery speed, and with already national manpower modifier bonus, And here, us getting another 25% national manpower modifier, we should perhaps not reach the maximum manpower, but it has increased considerably. So soon enough we'll be able to... okay, well, I don't really care. Let's get manpower. Common fodder, as it were. Pomerania goes after Brandenburg outright. And what is more interesting, there's a war right here. Oh, look at that. I was looking at it earlier and it was just a Burgundy against Provence, but now Provence is attacked from all sides and England entered the fray against Burgundy. How's this one? Really? You are allied with Brunswick and Pomerania. And this bloody modifier, where is it? Yeah. Well, we own the core, that's one thing, but the fact that they are a member of the Empire is a bit annoying. And 75 pretty much what we may be able to annex them once we create a Commonwealth and annex all of the knights around here, but pretty unlikely still. Any more charges we want? I don't think so. Let's recall diplomat from the Papal State and actually improve relations with Moldavia. Yeah, let's speed it up. Grand Ball in Warsaw. Although rather costly, the cult has expressed its desire for glorious balls, state dinners and other extravagancies to entertain themselves. Of course they have. Sure, we'll make a better ball. Keeping that nice prestige up. Should be out of war exhaustion by now. Very decent state. We are slowly but surely losing... Oh, right, we eclipsed Denmark, so that's actually very nice. And we should... next year we'll be able to insult someone, but... we need to go to war to get our power projection up. We're probably against Golden Horde again. So I once again need to check... how many provinces Lithuania has, because I simply... here it is, right? 36, so I can give them 4 more. That's doable. We could take those 4. Or I guess allied with. That's mostly to get our power projection up, and we should be able to actually eclipse them. And we can now take, or we could simply take Muscovy. Well, that's later, I think, and that's a bit bigger fish to fry. Oh shit. Okay, this is the war I don't want to fight. Ottomans and Muscovy. Damn, yeah, we need to keep our army pretty big. The problem with Golden Horde is that we won't be able to take anything, right? If we go to war with just to humiliate, and sadly our subjects are not can't or won't. I think it's simply can't get any claims. So another option is Hungary, since we actually gotten some some manpower going, and they are... oh, never mind, they regained their alliance with Ferrara. Not with Ferrara, they had with Ferrara, they regained it with Austria, which is a bigger problem. We will, however, fabricate that claim. There we go. Religious disorder in Switzerland. Protestantism is spreading really fast. Oh. Alright, so our king is dead. In 1572, the Jagiellon dynasty was extinct. As you can see, this thing fires way too early. And the new king was to be elected. His name was Henry d'Anjou. In his election, he was forced to sign what was a letter, what has later been called the Henrican Articles, which ratified that Poland was an elective monarchy from then on. He also signed the Pacta Conventa, which was a formal contract between an elected monarch and the Sejm. In practice, the monarch lost all power over his country. He has no power over governmental officials, and he had a mere 3,000 strong royal army. To get anything extra, he had to plead with the Sejm for permissions. At this moment, Poland effectively stopped being a monarchy, and the monarch was a mere figurehead, and instead a true noble republic. So we got well, not that big of a deal as far as costs go, but it wasn't as bad that he actually had influence on governmental officials, but as far as taxation and raising an army, he indeed needed an agreement from the Sejm, unless he was paying from his own with his own money. There have been quite a lot of royal lands he could draw from, but that was also fairly limited, and giving away that land to get things done was, as you can imagine, a long-term issue as well. So basically, there has been created a theoretical construct known as the Crown of Poland, which basically meant a state of Poland as a legal term, rather than how it was in the rest of Europe, where a state was owned by a king, and here the Crown of Poland was sort of a corporation of nobles, with king as a CEO. And we got a new king, which is about the same as the old one, but only has some... okay, he's religious, so yearly legitimacy, I guess. Oh, jeez. And our possible heir, which is basically a local noble, is terrible, and he has useless trade too. And we are not going to improve his chances. Hopefully this guy won't die before someone else eclipses him in the whole election thing. Looks like most of them are pretty young, actually. I wouldn't mind Piast from Silesia or Welf from Brunswick. Or as Swedish Zygmunt wouldn't be bad either with 433. That actually would be the best one. Not going to get a royal marriage. Oh wow, Jack Bassey is at 80. Could have been better. Alright, but I think since we are at 30 minutes, we will give it a pause and continue in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and well, see you next time.